Welcome back to the driver's seat. I'm Kate Wallace.
And I'm Megan Mitchell. Thanks for tuning in for another lap around the track with us.
Let's jump right in. Megan, you had a big night recently. Tell me about opening night.
Yeah. So it was really good. Um, I've been struggling the past couple of years with taking my starting spot. I scratch every time. And last night was the first time in a long time that I kept my spot and started within the top 10. So I did that for the first feature. It kind of it was bumpy. Like I find opening night is always like
Oh,
rough. Everybody's
yeah.
just excited to be back, so everybody kind of, in my opinion, drives over their head. But
Yeah.
we all survived, and I kind of held it for a little bit and dropped back. I finished 15th out of 25, so I'm like, I'll take that as a big win.
Still, yeah, that's a great position.
Yeah, and then feature two, ended up starting outside pole. That was one of my biggest triggers. Like after everything I've been through, that was like I was trying so I was gagging. Like the whole time in the car in lineup, I was gagging because I'm like, I'm sick to my stomach. But yeah, I really surprised myself and I held it. Actually, I jumped out to the lead. I was scared. I didn't want to jump the green or anything. So I gave the leader that spot in the first corners. And then it was like something just kind of snapped. And I was like, okay, go. So I did. And I led for 9 laps, which was like way more than I could have ever asked for, way more
Yeah,
than
you
I ever
freaking killed it.
expected. Thank you. So I was happy with that. I don't think I cried the night that I won, but I bawled my eyes out last night. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, that your finish was like way better than a checkered flag because there's so much more depth to it because like not everyone
Yeah.
knows all the background on everything, so not
Yeah.
everyone understands how much of a feat what you did last night was.
Mhm.
So,
Exactly. And I think that's the thing. If everybody knew the whole backstory, because I know there were some people looking at me like, why is she crying right now? But like, even my dad, like, it made me cry more. He got out of the car, he came over and stood in front of me, and he's crying. He's
oh,
like, I knew you could do this. And I'm like, I was a wreck. I was such a wreck, but I needed that. I needed it to get that confidence again. And
well,
like,
that's the perfect way to start race season. Like
it was
right out of the bat.
like, I did not expect it at all. I was like, I'm going to drop like a rock. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. And I'm okay with it. That's fine. As long as I hold my starting spot, I don't care. Like, but yeah, I don't know. It felt so good. I needed that. And I'm excited now. I'm really excited for the whole year.
Yeah, I'm sure that really helped you kind of looking forward into the year
Mm,
because I'm sure with the anxiety that racing gives you because of everything, it's not really a enjoyable thing to feel
no,
going into every night. So, yeah.
no.
I was listening to Track Tune, and then obviously Flatbroke had their live stream going for the Pure Stocks at least, so
Mm.
I got to watch it with Dale last night, and yeah, we were like super impressed with you. Like you got right off, you didn't hold up at all in the beginning. Like when the green flag went down, like you drove, you rose, raced, roast. I
I
was
know.
doing too many past tense things there.
I know
Yeah,
at one point I entered the corner and I'm like, oh, there she is. There it is. It's like I started fading as everybody finally caught up. I definitely started fading and I felt myself going back into the like non-racing mentality. Like it was just like, okay, I'm gonna let everybody go. And I kept calling them the fast cars, and everyone was getting mad, telling me like, stop calling them the fast cars because you are a fast car. And like
yep.
I wasn't even giving the car all it had, so that also made me excited because I'm like, I know it can do so much more. So it's like,
Yeah, once you were in front of Haley, like you took off. There was 3 car lengths, I think, between you and Haley, and you were just going. And like even Dale said, he's like her lap times have to be so forward now and like so consistent
mm,
because you're not fighting anyone. You're not in between a bunch of cars and scared or
yeah,
anything. Because it being around a billion cars is also terrifying. So
It
Like
is.
he's like her lap times have to, because we weren't watching that part. I was listening to track two, and we were watching the live stream. So he's like that her lap times have to be like super competitive now because you're just wide open. Like you're
Mhm,
leading, you have no worries in front of you, you have no one around you. So
mhm. They
no,
were
it was
nice
really
for
nice to
that.
watch.
So it was definitely, I don't know, for an opening night, I feel like the night went pretty smooth. Like everything that was to be expected to happen happened, but like we all my whole team felt good about it. I feel like the whole like divisions across the board, it was just like it was a pretty good night. It was a pretty quick night. Nothing major. It was a good night for the whole track.
Yeah, I only really listened to like the pure stocks, mini stocks. So I didn't listen to the
Mm.
CVMs of the late models, so I don't know how much happened between those. But uh,
Yeah.
but listening
They
to
were
like the
action
pure
packed, I
stock,
could tell you that much.
Mhm.
really?
I
Oh
could
yeah.
hear some stuff over
Damn,
the speakers, and after I talked to certain people, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, it was eventful, but
damn.
I didn't get, I didn't get to watch any of it, and Pedal Power wasn't there, so
No, they were
Ah,
at
dang it,
Sunset with me.
yeah,
dang.
a little bit sad.
I guess that teaches me for not listening to all of them, just listening to the two divisions. So I learned my lesson, but
Yeah.
yeah, the Pure Sox ran like super smoothly from what I heard. So it
Mm,
was definitely a nice opening night compared to how it could be
yeah.
sometimes. And
Like I mean,
many
we had
stocks,
yeah.
there's not as many cars as you guys, so it's pretty easy to have a smooth race.
Hmm.
But
I think there was like 6 or 7 mini stops last night, I
yeah,
want to say.
I think at the end there's I think six altogether. I didn't realize Alex was racing mini stock.
Hmm.
So during practice, I think it was only five because Alex wasn't out there. But then
Right.
in the race, they called Alex. So I was like, oh, cool. We got six.
Hmm.
And then there's like 18 pure stocks. So,
Yeah.
which I mean, you guys had more before, but still, like, it's still a full field.
Hmm. So I think we had 25, like 25 on the property, but some of them didn't start or didn't make it through the first
Mm.
lap because it was kind of
Yeah, that looked a little dicey.
it was
Chase had some fun.
he's got a he's got a bent rear end, but we have a
Yeah,
new one and it's going in today, so by tomorrow
nice,
it'll be
nice
good
looking
to go.
hood.
Oh yeah. Like it looks like somebody took an axe to his hood and just sliced it. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not I don't know how to explain it, but I'm like, it's not that he deserved it, but like he went all year last year without any sort of mechanical damage. So I'm like, it's kind of a roller coaster. Like racing is a roller coaster, and you can only go up, up, up before you have to come down. And that was his down. So I told him, like, you're gonna go back up. There's nowhere to go but back up after that. Like, I mean, he still finished
I
third
was
and
gonna say
fourth
he still
here.
got through the pack, so
Yeah. So
after that, so
like how he did it with a bent rear end, I don't know. But
yeah, especially I didn't know he had a bent rear. I saw your dad's post this morning about it, and I was like, oh, he did all of that on a bent rear end. So,
yeah,
yikes, that car
yeah,
had to have been a tough beast to deal with.
yeah. That car is it's built well. So
Hmm.
thank you for that. But it was yeah. It was opening night. It was good though.
Nice to get back into the racing season and the groove and everything for you guys. So.
Yeah. Yeah. It was exciting.
Definitely felt weird laying in bed listening to everything. So that was a an interesting feeling for me, but
I was just gonna ask how that was for you. It was definitely weird, like pulling in, and I'm like, I don't like Wallaces aren't here. Like
yeah.
I've never seen this before.
Yeah,
So,
it was a lot of emotions.
mhm.
I'll admit that. It's more so like this morning thinking back on it, it was a lot. Like in the moment I was distracted, I was playing video games, so
Yeah.
and then my mom texted me about how she's listening to the Pure Stocks, and so I was like, oh shoot, I
Mhm.
should probably put that on so I know what I'm talking about today.
Mhm.
Um But then, yeah, like thinking about it this morning, thinking back, like a whole racing night, and I never got to go. I never went. We were thinking of going to watch,
Mhm.
but it was really crappy weather, and Dale had to work. So by the end, he was at work and back home, and he's just tired. So it wasn't between the weather and that, it just wasn't worth it. So,
No.
um, yeah, it's really different to say the least, but it doesn't seem like I'm missing too much in the mini stocks. So.
Mhm. I mean that it's got to be a different feeling. So it's like you've been doing it like consistently for like how many years now? Like,
I think it was 8 seasons I did it. Yeah.
so that's kind
Yeah.
of throws a wrench in the whole feeling. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a so much adrenaline goes through when you're racing. So then when you're not
Mhm.
doing it and you're hearing about it, it's like the adrenaline's still there, but it's at the same time it's like a sad adrenaline because it's not my adrenaline that I'm
Yeah.
feeling. It's just the
Yeah.
adrenaline of the fact that like I can hear the race cars and I can hear them talking about it. So I can like mentally picture what's
Mhm.
going on and everything. So
Yeah.
yeah, it'll be a different season for me, that's for sure. I have to keep myself busy, but even if we wanted to go, I couldn't have went anyways because I don't have an engine still. So,
Yeah. Do you have
and
like a timeline on when you think? No.
no. No, they just got a crank for it. The original crank was bent, which I could have told them last season, but no one wanted to listen to me. There was something wrong with the engine since I got spun out by someone
Mhm.
and hit the poor little Riley
Mhm.
head first. Something wasn't right since then. So,
Yeah.
yeah, the crank was damaged, and then the one we took to replace it didn't fit. So then we took a different block that we got from another race team that happened to be completely destroyed, and they screwed
Mm.
us out of an engine. They made it better. They did bring us a new block, but it was very frustrating to see
Yeah.
this engine that was supposed to be raced, which it's covered in moss and rust and everything, and then the whole block was cracked. So, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Dale had some violent threats going out of that one. But it was warranted unhappiness. So,
Hmm.
but finally the engine guy has a crank now. So, I don't even know if he's looked at the head yet.
Right.
So, I don't know if there's something wrong with the head too. I may not get an engine for like 2 months. I don't know. So, but oh well, it's how life rolls, I guess.
Yeah. We have an extra pure stock.
No, you guys are crazy.
Like
I
if
don't
you
have the
really want to do that.
I don't have the guts to do that. I'm good with my 5 mini stocks. We get in a straight line and that's how we race.
Right. It's cleaner.
Yeah. John. We can still make it entertaining sometimes, but it's going to be less entertaining this season. There's not a factor in it, so
Right. It definitely still is. Like, I don't know, despite how many cars are in that division, it's like it's most of the cars, like you guys run pretty close and competitive. So it's like there's a all of you have like a good shot at winning like almost any night. So it's like, oh, it's still
yeah.
racing.
I looked at the lap times. I don't even think I would have done anything anyways. Like I would
No.
have been competing with the last two place people.
Right.
Um chilling with Alex and stuff because like Matt and Tyler and Mike's speeds, I'd never get even, I got close like once or twice last season with a 17.7, but other than that, I
Mhm.
can't touch their speeds. They're doing like 17.5, 17.6s consistently. I was like, this is ridiculous. So,
Everyone definitely seemed faster. Like that cold weather and the cold track helps.
yeah.
It's like, I don't know, everyone came out this year and it was like fast. Like even the pure stocks, my dad was like, what the heck? In practice, I did like a 19.3 and I was still only like eighth fastest. I'm like, well, it's not really only when there's 25 cars there, but like still for that to be the eighth fastest, it's like, yeah, everybody's running pretty quick. Like,
Yeah, the times keep getting faster and faster, and
mhm.
it's crazy. Like you guys, your pure stock guys are gonna be running mini stock times soon.
Yeah, it's getting pretty close. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
John, why are you looking at us like that? The
I don't know
side eye
because I
under the
can.
brim of your hat.
Huh?
I said the side eye under the brim of your hat. You're like,
Just see what else would come up. That's all.
Oh.
we threw it back and forth pretty well that
You
time.
did very well. But I think it's maybe we should probably move into checkers or wreckers.
Oh,
How about we
yay.
do that? I got some great questions for you guys today.
Yay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take
I
a
mean,
brief
yeah.
we'll take a
Woohoo!
brief pause, and when we come back, we'll be going into checkers or wreckers. All right, you guys know how to play the game. We've been doing this for a couple years now. We got 1 minute on the timer. This should be interesting how I'm going to be able to manage these. But I also, because of a specific reason, I even threw in a couple hockey questions
God damn it.
into this week. And if you can figure out why, just ask Kate. So, like I said, 60 seconds on the clock. We have enough questions this week, so I'm not going to be screwing around, but I kind of will be a little bit. So, timer starts after and we're going to start with Meg because I did make Kate go first last week. So this week it's going to be Megan. One thing I did forget. I need a pen. Somehow I lost my good pen. Oh no, it's right in front of me. Man. All right. Timer's up. Timer set. Questions ready. All right. First question. It's gonna be let's see here. Oh, what okay, I don't even know. Hold on. Ugh. Sorry, the question screwed me up. All right, we're gonna so I'm only gonna ask one hockey question each. So for Megan, true or false? The Maple Leafs' last Stanley Cup win was in 1967.
Probably true. I don't.
What province is Sunset Speedway located in?
Ontario.
What? Where the fuck? That's not the right ones. Holy crap! What type of engines are most common in mini stock racing?
I don't know. A V6 of some sort. I don't know.
True or false? Cayuga Speedway is once the largest oval in Canada.
Which one?
Hugo.
Oh,
Jukasa.
true.
Who was the first Canadian driver to win a NASCAR Cup Series race?
I don't know.
In what year did the NASCAR Pinty Series, formerly the CASCAR series, begin?
Pass.
All right, this week we still got 6 questions in, which I'm really happy about that we're getting a little bit more questions in. But you only able to manage to get 3 out of 6.
Those were not
So
easy.
that's kind of a pass, at
It is
least.
a pass. It's totally a pass.
50%. You get a D, I guess. Like
You'd pass the class just because your teacher doesn't want you back.
you
Have to be
just
in
squeaked
chemistry
by.
class.
So The first question was the last Maple Leafs victory, or last time the Maple Leafs won the Stanley Cup was in 1967. That was correct. Uh,
That's sad.
Very.
oh my God. I forgot
Jordan,
all the
you
questions I
okay?
Bad,
asked
but
you at
it
this
was
point. I'm
that
looking at
bad.
Cayuga Speedway was once the largest oval in Canada. Um, what type of engine are most common in mini stock racing? You said six cylinder. Kate, what's in a mini stock? Is it a six
Four
cylinder? Because I
cylinder.
thought they were four bangers.
No, they're four baggers.
Okay.
I
Uh,
like that. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Earl Ross was the first Canadian to win a NASCAR Cup Series race.
Oh.
And NASCAR Pinty Series, formerly CASCAR, started in 1981 as CASCAR.
My uncle raced in CASCAR.
Oh, yeah?
My uncle Alex.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why I
It was
thought
fine.
fucking. All right. So 60 seconds are back up on the clock. This time is Kate's turn up on the board. I got to figure out how I'm going to get this. I'm not left-handed, so it doesn't work out that well. All right, 60 seconds on the clock. True or false? The Florida Panthers have won the Stanley Cup.
True.
What Canadian touring series runs Pro A models across Ontario?
APC.
What is the top level of stock car racing in Canada?
Super Lates? No, I don't know.
Which Canadian short track first opened in 1961 and remains active today?
Flamboro? No.
True or false? Delaware Speedway is one of the oldest operating short tracks in Canada.
True?
Which Canadian race car driver from Ontario went on to race full time in NASCAR's top three series?
Pete Shepard Jr.?
That is, well, I'll say that. That is incorrect. But as we go back through the questions, first question was about the Florida Panthers winning the Stanley Cup. You answer true. That is true.
Last year. Yeah.
Which Canadian touring series runs pro late models across Ontario? You said the APC United Late Models. That is correct.
I was gonna say what?
I then asked you, what is the top level of stock car racing in Canada? You said super late models.
Then I said no.
That is, well, regardless, you didn't give me an answer then, but it is false. It is incorrect. The NASCAR Canada Series is the top level stock car racing in Canada. Which short track first opened its doors in 1961 and remains active today? You were very hesitant saying Flamboro Speedway, and you'd be wrong because it was Flamboro Speedway. So you were correct in your
Oh,
statement.
I was like, I was wrong. I was like, wait. I was
Then
trying to do the
I,
math on like they celebrated 50 years, and I'm like, okay, no, no.
which Delaware Speed is one of the oldest operating short tracks in Canada. You answer true. That is correct. Which Canadian race car driver from Ontario went on to race full time in NASCAR's top three series? You answer Pete Shepard Jr. That is incorrect. It was DJ Kennington. But you got one more correct than Meg. So that means you are the winner this week, getting 4 out of 6 questions, just a little over 50%. So I guess you'll take it. And I think that evens up the series. Yeah, it does. It evens up the
Mhm.
series here between you guys. Um, Congratulations on another great checkers or records. I'm glad we're seems like we're studying a little bit more. I don't know if we
I
are or not,
know.
but it kind of seems like it. Because a
Same
couple
thing
years
I
ago,
did in high school.
because a few years ago we never got these many questions right, and now we're getting them pretty good. So
It was pretty bad before.
Yeah, got like 3 questions,
you may
probably,
get
and none
one
of
or
them
two a
correct.
week.
Yeah, none of them were correct
Don't lie
either.
to me. You get one or two a week.
I said three. Wasn't that
Yeah,
off? Gosh.
I'm sorry. Well, I think it's time to move into our new favorite segment, Chat GPT Roast Us. Each week, what we're going to do is I'm going to throw it out to the people as well. The day we record noon, just like how we do with the True North Racing podcast, we put out who the guest will be. We're going to put out a poll, or we're going to put out a suggestion for people to give us a topic for Chat GPT to roast us with. I think that would might be really interesting and help get a little fan engagement in it. Um, did you guys try to get anyone else to have Chat GPT roast them last week to see what they came up with, or no?
I think Rachel did.
Did she?
I don't remember though. I think she did.
Because that was fun.
That was fun.
So this week we decided on Instagram was gonna be our topic of choice. And of course, we had to go in and say, make it nuclear. Because what other way? I mean, to be fair, I got told I can make it apocalyptic.
What?
Late.
So I'll let you guys run the nuclear. I'm actually going to make it go wow.
Apocalyptic?
Holy crap. I said I was so confident the first time I said it.
Yeah,
Apocalyptic.
there you go.
I did it.
Yay.
Hopefully I spelled it right. I think I forgot a Y. I did. But anyways, each of us are gonna pick two of our favorites, and no, we'll meet. You know what? I think each of you guys get about what, 4 or 5?
Yeah.
Maybe five.
Just read the whole thing.
We'll just read the whole thing. We'll have some fun, and who wants to go first? All right, don't all
I
jump
think
at the opportunity.
I think Meg went first last time.
So then it's your turn to go first.
I guess so. I had John put it in for me because my chat GTP was trying to give me insights on what my photos look like and how to fix it. So it
Tell
wasn't a
me.
roast, it was a technical support, and I didn't need that. Um, so I sent John a bunch of screenshots of my Instagram feed, and a lot of them are like my race car. There's a lot of my horse. There's a lot of me and Dale, and a lot of like me and Meg and Rach, and my nieces, and then my family, and my other cats and stuff. So John asked it to do nuclear roast on me. So it goes, you really want the nuclear option. Buckle up. Your camera roll looks like it was curated by a raccoon with anxiety. Every screenshot screams, I had a plan, then forgot it mid-scroll and panicked. You've got so many random zoom-ins and circles, it's like you're training for a job at the FBI, but skip the part where they teach coherence. Your photo composition is so crooked, even your phone's gyroscope is in therapy. I've seen Bigfoot evidence clearer than some of these images. Were you mid-seizure or just vibing with chaos? It's like your phone's storage isn't full because of memes or music. It's full because you're playing Pokemon Snap with your own stress. And those red circles, you use them like they're seasoning. This, circle it. That, circle it too. Do I know why? No, but it feels important. You're one step away from drawing arrows and writing, they know in Comic Sans. Honestly, if digital clutter was a personality type, you'd be its CEO, CFO, an unpaid intern. You didn't organize your gallery, you held it hostage.
Oh my God.
Not gonna lie, I've had worse.
Yeah.
I've had worse, so I will take that. I'll take the trash panda with anxiety. Because I relate to trash pandas. So.
Fair enough. Okay.
I'd say like 3 out of 5 stars.
Okay.
Mine's hurtful. Like it actually kind of hurt my feelings.
You're just staring at your phone. You're like, mine's hurtful.
So mine is literally like it's all racing. Like there's nothing on there that's not racing related. So it's accurate. Okay. So it gave me this Instagram feed looks like a NASCAR fever dream, had a baby with a GoPro and a discount auto parts store. Every post screams, I found a helmet and now I'm a professional. You've got more shots of that orange and black car than a Fast and Furious audition reel, except nobody's fast and everyone's slightly furious. Whoever's idea it was to color the car like a Halloween candy corn deserves a lifetime ban from Home Depot's paint aisle. And what's with all the group photos looking like everyone just survived a demolition derby and decided to smile through the trauma? Because that's accurate. You've got more filters than laps, more selfies and fire suits than podiums. And I swear that number 97 car has had more wardrobe changes than a pop star on tour. It's like you're trying to convince us you're a racing legend, one slightly blurry garage picture at a time. And let's not ignore the captions we can't see because I already know there's something like she believed she could, so she oversteered into turn three. Want the crowd to go wild? Start by making the feed look less like a Craigslist listing for a used race car and more like a highlight reel. Until then, enjoy that sweet, sweet third place trophy. I'll take a third place trophy though. Like some of that
Wow.
actually hurt. Like
Yeah, that one was more painful sounding.
like I'll give him a 4. I'm not giving him a 5 because it did hurt.
Doesn't deserve a 5. My feelings got hurt in the end.
Oh boy. So I did ask it to roast not only the my personal page, but also Joma Media and Promotions Instagram page. So we got a few to go through. Are we ready? This is gonna hurt me. I hope y'all are ready for this. All right, it said buckle up because I'm about to detonate your entire feed like it's the final lap at Talladega and your brakes just gave out. So this is for the Joe Media one. Your page looks like a digital junkyard where bad graphic design goes to die. It gets reincarnated as stock car propaganda. If Photoshop had chaos slider, you snapped it clean off and superglued it to the max setting. Every post screams, I just discovered bevel effects and I'm never letting go. It's like Fast and Furious made a Monster Energy can, had a kid, and raised it in a Facebook meme group. Your fonts are louder than your engine and somehow still less legible than a driver's signature after a wreck. Seriously, half your post looks like a ransom note made by a NASCAR fan held hostage in a discount print shop. You've got so many conflicting design elements. It's like each square is open is an open rebellion against your brand. Pick a color scheme, pick a font, hell, pick a direction. Right now, your page looks like a NASCAR crash, but everyone survived and immediately started making Canva flyers while concussed. That driving with Haley post looks like it was made in a bootleg Need for Speed game mod. The driver's seat reborn, judging by that layout, it needs to be buried again. And that's 25 schedule graphic. The silhouette looks like it wandered in from a gritty reboot of Cars and never found its way out. And I don't think I missed the endless self promo shots of the Jomo guy cheesing harder than a dad at his first demolition derby. You're trying to build a brand empire, but right now it's giving minor league wrestling poster energy. You've got more merch drops than content anyone actually asked for. This isn't a racing media page, it's a scrapbook of design crimes and confused branding. This feed doesn't need a rebrand, it needs a priest, a power washer, and a full team of UX designers on speed dial. Want to turn it around? Step one, put down the glow effects. Step two, rethink everything else. Well, on step three, I'll give it to you after your logo stops looking like it was born in a Hot Wheels factory fire. You're still breathing, or should I call the medics?
All the medics.
Oh, that
Oh,
hurt.
you got me at the driver's seat reborn. Looks like it needs to be
It was,
reburied.
it was like a double shot.
Don't bring us into this.
Oh my
What did we do to
God.
you?
Yeah.
It was just on my page. I'm sorry. All
It's
right. So
so
now
cool.
now we did the apocalyptic on the Jomo Media or on my personal Instagram account. Y'all ready for this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, you really came back for more. All right, you wanted apocalyptic, you got it. The Instagram isn't just a train wreck, it's a flaming tire rolling through a Walmart parking lot at 3 a.m. while Limp Bizkit plays on loop. Let's begin with the vibe. Your page flips between wedding photos, trackside vlogs, grainy selfies, and a GoPro shot taped together like it's part sentimental scrapbook, part tech garage sale, and part I'm still figuring this out. Are you a racing brand, a lifestyle blog, a family channel, a lost episode of Unsolved Mysteries? Your grid has less cohesion than a group chat between retired pit crew members and a suburban dads in a fantasy football league. That duplicate chair photo with you in full slump mode, four shots of the exact same pose, like you're trying to drop the saddest fashion campaign of 2025. Bro looks like a tired NPC from The Sims whose energy bar hit zero mid podcast. Then there's the flight deck shot. And this I don't like because it's taking a shot at my kid. Then, then there's the flight deck shot where you're pointing like it's your first field trip to Six Flags. You're standing under the sign like it's a holy grail of content, but it says to me, this was the last spontaneous decision I made before returning to dad mode. The podcast studio selfies are giving aspiring influencer who still records next to his laundry basket. And don't even get me started on the GoPro pic. That poor thing looks like it's survived more concussions than an F1 driver in the 80s. Is that duct tape? Are you recording content or preparing for battle? Every photo looks like it was taken just 2 seconds too early or too late. Like your camera has commitment issues. The fall pumpkin pic looks like it belongs on your aunt's Facebook feed, but here it is, nestled next to shots of burnout rubber and dead-eyed podcast stairs. You're blending NASCAR with Pinterest and wondering why it feels cursed. Also, the Jomo Media branding in there, lurking in the background like a ghost you can't get rid of. Never the star of the show, just haunting your peripherals. If your logo was any more aggressively shoved into random quarters, it'd have squatter rights. And finally, the last wedding photo, it's genuinely sweet, but placing it after a duct tape GoPro and a dead-eyed selfie is like ending a horror movie with a Hallmark Christmas special. It's emotional whiplash. Your grid is giving family man with a midlife crisis who just discovered reels. Final diagnosis. Your page is a bizarre love child of dad energy, car culture, and accidental meme content wrapped in duct tape and dreams. You don't need a rebrand, you need an intervention, and maybe a social media manager with a fire extinguisher. Still alive, or did I just roast your grid into the shadow realm?
Holy. I mean, they got you on the GoPro. That thing probably has, well, some of them have been through it.
Yeah. I I'm glad they didn't I'm glad they didn't poke fun at the one of my mom though.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
glad it did not take that one into account. So I'm really happy about that. But overall, honestly, I thought that was pretty good. I My feelings are hurt a little bit, but like I'd say those were pretty good. I'd say I'd give both of them about a 6.
I did my Wallace Racing page one.
Oh no. Okay, what came about? Let's go. Let's hear it.
All right, strap in. You asked for nuclear, so here it comes. This Instagram page looks like if NASCAR and Canva had a baby during a power outage. You've got more shots of that car than it has horsepower. Seriously, I've seen fewer clones in a sci-fi movie. Every third photo is that same tiered green striped stock car posing like it's ready for a high school yearbook, most likely to blow a gasket in the pits. And let's talk about the branding. Wallace Racing. Bold move naming it like a forgotten side quest in a PS2 racing game. The logo looks like it was designed in Microsoft Paint by someone who just discovered the text tool. You got Caitlin posing like she's auditioning for a racing themed soap opera called Days of Thunder and Eyeliner. In those pit shots, nothing says high performance like three dudes squatting around a car like it's leaking oil and dignity. Oh, and that August 10th poster, $15 admission night. Nothing screams top-tiered motorsports like a price tag that won't even cover a Taco Bell meal deal. Plus spectator drags. So you're telling me that the halftime show where Dale from the parking lot races his '03 Civic inject that straight into my veins. Why did you choose Dale's name?
Right?
I hope your roll cage is as strong as your will because this roast came with full contact. Want round two or do you need a pit stop to recover?
Oh, that's
Holy.
a good one. How do you feel about after that one?
I love how it chose Dale's name. I'm assuming it's completely random.
I certainly hope so.
That
Holy.
You look
hurt.
like you're about to cry.
That hurt. I was like, it went hard. That was
It
not
did.
No kidding.
10 out of 10. Actually, no, 9 because my feelings are hurt.
Oh man.
I'll have to tell you guys the round two privately.
Oh, okay. Did you do yours as well there, Megan?
No.
Do you want to attempt it or no?
Yes and no.
You don't have to. It's just a suggestion.
I'll do it after and see what it
Okay.
says. I don't update our Instagram anyway.
Well, that's always fun. The Chat GPT roast does it. I think it's fun. It's
Mhm.
just a nice way for us to have a little laugh and kind of see if our feelings get hurt.
Mhm.
Kate looks like you're about to like have a full like session over there.
My face is really red.
It is. Oh my Lord. Well, we're coming up to the end of the program, guys, and you know what that means, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's time. It means it's time for me to fade back into the abyss while you guys
No, no,
wrap.
we made a deal.
Come on.
We made a deal.
No, there was no deal.
Yeah, it
What do I
was.
get out of it?
The luxury of talking with us.
I get to talk to you guys regardless. So
No, no, I'll
that seems
leave.
rude. That's
Not joining
rude.
us is rude.
How am I not? I'm sitting right here.
Not talking with us is rude.
Well, you guys handled the opening without me just fine.
But I like having you on there talking too.
Thank you, Megan. John, we'd really appreciate it. Be a good producer. John,
I'm the best producer. Let's be real.
then talk with us, John. Do it.
All right. Well, let's move into the next part here where we're winding down the show. Next up, we're gonna talk about what's next for Kate and Megan. Megan, your next race. What's your plans and what's your goals?
Next race is next weekend. Because I race every weekend.
Except for one.
No, one.
Except for one. I'm sorry. I have one weekend off.
One weekend off, Meg. It counts.
Yeah, you're not racing all year.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah. So next race is next weekend, May the 10th. Um, according to the invert, I will be starting third for the first feature.
Nice.
But I know the one guy is not planning on coming, and the other car she scratched last time, and I don't know if she's running regularly, so I might be starting outside pole. I might be starting pole, but either way, I will be starting in the top three,
There you go.
which I'm excited now, finally, but I'm nervous
Good.
at the same time. So, the goal is basically to just, again, I would love to have a good finish, like, but I think my goal next weekend is to just practice my line. I need a better line in the straightaways. So I want to just practice that. I want to keep the car clean and run respectfully and hopefully
Yeah.
stay maybe not up front, but like within the top 10 would be really cool. But ultimately just don't scare myself and just do a bit better. I just want to come out feeling happy and confident again next weekend. So that's my only goal. I have nothing I have to do to the car, thank God. So
Hmm.
that is about it.
All right. And Kate, what about you? I know we talked about it a little bit earlier. You guys talked about it a little bit earlier about not knowing when your engine's going to be back and not knowing. But anything exciting coming up for you? Do you know when you're going to come out to the track for the first time? Just
Not
even just to
sure.
watch.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Kind of depends on like Dale's work schedule and what we're doing with the house. If it's long days, we obviously aren't really appealed to going out for the rest of the night as well. So
Valid.
we'll have to see. I do want to come out soon because I do want to watch some racing in person because I miss it. So, but I'm
You
not sure
got to.
yet. I know,
And
I
and
know.
plus we got to figure out how I'm getting your sweater to you.
I know
Your
I
Joe and
have one
Media
from
sweater.
Meg too. I have one from both of you guys.
Good God.
I've just been a huge hermit and haven't done
It-
anything all off season.
It's all
So
good. It's not a big deal.
No.
Well,
been
it's a
that
fig
friend that's like not hanging out with anyone right now.
Honestly, that's been me for the past like 2 years though.
Oh, good Lord. Um, so as we move on to the final part of the show here, where can they follow you guys on social media?
I believe our Instagram is mrc.racing.73. I try to keep that updated. I'm not good at it. Our Facebook's really active though. It's just MRC Racing. And then our TikTok, I would get it confused because I have two. Okay, that one's just MRC Racing 73. No spaces, no dots, nothing.
Nothing. Just flat.
Nothing.
Yeah, it's just that.
Bland.
No, that's where you can find us.
That not that interesting to follow right now. So, I still have to make a post to officially reveal the car. Because I know not everyone watches the video of the podcast or listens to me talk anyways.
They really
So,
should, but
um, yeah, I still have to do a official video reveal of the car and talk about the season since, it started now and I still haven't shown my face to people. So, but you can follow me on Facebook at Wallace Racing and Instagram, I think is Wallace.racing.
all
Actually, I
right.
have it right here. It's Wallace.racing and then Facebook's Wallace
Do you guys
Racing.
have any thoughts before we head out of here?
I never have thoughts. That was really quick comeback. Sorry.
That was a little quick. Wasn't expecting that. Megan, how about
Witty.
you?
No, not really.
All
Does
right.
Joey have any thoughts?
No.
Is he still loafing?
Especially right now. Right, where'd you go? Oh, he's right under me.
Oh, hiding now.
Finally moved.
You picked him up.
Literally.
All right. Well, that's been another episode of The Driver's Seat presented by Jomo Media Promotions. Thank you all for listening. And of course, we got to thank Kate and Megan for being such gracious hosts and allowing us to do the
Such
podcast.
sarcasm.
There is no sarcasm behind me there. Enjoy the week, ladies, and we'll see you guys next week right here on The Driver's Seat.
Bye.
You can find Jomo Media and Promotions on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and at jomomedia.ca. Until next time, keep your engines running and your belts tight.